Hello, everybody. This is Living with the Darkness, New York by Night. Today we have some amazing scene prepared for you all. The This scene is starts at the bunker where the Selena and Nikki will be taken by this gentleman who presents himself as the a neonate of Clan Ventru who arrive to take these individuals and bring it to the plane, the airport. Where he brings these ladies to the airport, he will make the proper entry, and their their passports are already given to them. When they enter the plane, this is a proper plane for just three of them. They will arrive at London first. When they arrive in London, they will go to the one of the hotels in London to clean up. They will be given a lot of information by this gentleman, which is the mission is going to be in Mauritius, where they will meet with someone uh, who's really important to the followers of Seth, and he has shown interest in helping to New York. They have been given their, let's just say, the vacation schedule, which says the first 2 days they will actually visit and have fun in Mauritius. The last remaining days, which is not being decided how many, will be with the Gianna Lugaresi. Is the name of this elder is Gianna Lugaresi. And after that, the briefing session is done. They will enter the plane in London again at night, which they will go to Mauritius. And at the plane, we will start our scene.
And Selena will kind of lean towards Nikki and say, "Is it just them on the plane
The
again?"
Ventru is in couple. He's in front of couple seats.
Right. Yeah, she'll lean in and just with her voice lowered, say, "The Regent wishes that a positive outlook on the war effort, that we as being almost victorious, in fact, that we are not indeed desperate for help, but are offering this gentleman an opportunity to be part of the winning side."
So she wants us to make it sound like we're doing better than we are. I mean, yeah, we've had a couple of victories, but fine.
Precisely. We are to point out that the Camarilla can provide the city. It will benefit both his group and our own.
Of course, but if we make it sound like we're just doing them a favor, they won't be inclined to offer any help. We have to be careful about this.
I think there is a fine line that we must tread, but I don't think he will be inclined to offer assistance to a lost cause.
Oh, of course not. And I plan to definitely play up the victories that we've had. Haven't had very many casualties on our side, so the numbers, if we spin it right, and I think honestly now we've, especially with the other night, we turned the tide a little bit in our favor. So the numbers are there.
Yes, exactly. And she has given her, well, she kind of smiles as she says the word blessing, as because she knows that the regent wouldn't actually give her blessing on anything Selena did these days. Um,
Right?
but she uses the word anyway with a quite a sardonic smile. Um, she has given her blessing uh, for me to old self. I am for this mission at least permitted to be Lady Selena Whitaker once more, rather than dirty caitiff. And she'll grin at Nikki as she says dirty caitiff.
Nikki
Because she's
smiles
not because of any
at
knowledge she
that.
has about Nikki, but because she's poking fun at herself.
Of course, of course. Nikki feels torn about the dirty caitiff statement, just because of what she knows about herself. But she's definitely gonna smile at Selena, and she's happy to hear that uh, she can identify herself as what she's supposed to be. Um, Good. At least they let you be who you're supposed to be when it benefits them, I suppose. It's better than nothing.
Yes.
They can't
Well,
deny that even if they strip you of who you are, that you still have influences, because not everyone's going to see you differently.
no. No, that is something I'm learning. That although within kindred society I am no longer anything, I well, Camarilla kindred society, that is.
Mm.
To those groups I have influence over, I remain very much unchanged.
Good. Glad to hear it.
But I would like to take this opportunity to thank you once more. You probably were wondering what my little outburst was all about. I I learned that you had saved Alec, and I want you to know I'm grateful for that, as I know he is also.
She grabs Selena's hand with her gloved hand. Of course, he's he's my brother. I'm not going to let anything happen to him. And I had an opportunity and I took it. And it was either really dumb or really smart, or maybe a bit of both, and some luck that we weren't, So it's, you're welcome. She looks a bit embarrassed, like she's trying to uh, not take a lot of credit for it, because in her mind, she knows that she was doing what she thought was necessary, but you know. Oh my god, that's great. That's great.
Well, Selena just kind of squeezes her hand through the glove and just says, "Well, from everything I hear, darling, you were incredibly brave. Could have been there, but it was a mission with emotions for myself."
Well, I'd do it again. He's Alec might get under my skin sometimes, but I don't want anything happening to him. He's my brother.
Yeah. Well, I would be greatly the thing were to happen to him, and Nikki would know that that's an extreme understatement.
Oh,
But
yeah. Yeah, she just smiles and nods. She understands. Well, She kind of looks around. It's better than the bunker, huh?
Yes, indeed. It is nice to be out of that place.
Yes.
And I think that we could both do with a little bit of fun and relaxation before the begins.
I agree. We should take every opportunity we have to have fun. Because we don't know when we'll get another one. As important as this mission is for the Camarilla, it's important for us too, personally.
Indeed. Have you packed a bikini? Although, of course, I don't suspect we'll be seeing much sun. And she'll laugh.
I packed a swimsuit, yes.
That the the sea will remain warm even under the moonlight.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. All right.
And Selena kind of settles back in the seat of the plane, like a big grin on her face. She's she's actually happy for the first time in quite a long time.
The plane continues to go to Mauritius, and it goes down, down, and down. In the middle of the night, you guys find yourselves in the island, which is the east of Africa. The When you guys went to the passport control, it's just become so fast. The you guys didn't expect it this to be this fast. Well, both of you will take your luggages. There will be a male who carries your luggages. Not this guy, of course. This is a adventurer. He's not carrying your luggages. He's a king, and king doesn't carry his own luggages. There's a male that you guys don't know, and he says, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, these are those people that will, are waiting for us." And he says, "I will be at the hotel. I will go there as soon as possible. But if there is anything, please call me." He gives you guys both a phone.
Yes, yes, Selena will take the phone. By the way, out of character, was she? The regent said something about for negotiations and what they're allowed to agree to and things that
Mhm,
they would be in communication with her. Um,
mhm.
do they have a phone to reach her?
Yeah, this is the phones.
Oh, this is the one.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
there's two
Cool.
numbers in it. The one C and one V, which is Ventru, and pardon, T and V, which is Ventru and Tremere. Ventru is a disguise in unit and regent.
Right. Okie dokie.
The Then this guy leaves. There's this female you guys see is waiting for you in the airport. She is holding a sign, says Selena and Nikki.
Well, it looks like that's us.
Selena will laugh. Yes, it certainly does. Um, shall we?
Nikki puts her arm out for Selena to link arms with her.
And she does. And
And they stroll up to the woman holding the sign.
The woman is 23. She is really cute. She looks really cute, and she's holding crackers. The When you guys arrive, she says, "Welcome. My name is Akne."
you, darling. Lady Selena Whitaker. Hold a hand out to shake hands.
She presents the crackers to the both of you, and but with the one hand and the other hand, she holds your hand. These are something that I recently made. They are from the gardens of this island. Don't worry, you can eat them.
Nikki can eat them anyway, even if
Yeah.
she couldn't normally. But she'll gladly take some of the crackers. It's been a while since she's tasted a real, actual food, so the bunker is limited on food.
You see that the crackers are really nice, and your skin a little bit warms up. A little
Ooh,
bit.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Selena will take one. She doesn't wish to seem rude.
When you take it, you already have blush of health, so
Yeah.
it doesn't have any effect on you. But you're able to eat even if you don't have eat food. And she is like it goes down from your throat. It's even if you don't eat food, you are able to eat those stuff.
Let's eat food.
Oh, okay then.
Alright.
Okay then. The She gives the crackers to the slave near her. But these people basically look like slaves, by the way. The ghouls are uh they're like three male ghouls, and you guys see they look kind of identical to those the one that who were near you who will carry your luggages. And the she says, "I will be at your hotel. I believe that you're going there to you have received your schedules, right?"
Yes. Yes, we have. We look forward to seeing more of this beautiful island you call home.
She smiles. The I will be your guide for the next 2 days. Translator. Presume that you don't know how to speak French or the Mauritian.
No. Most of
English.
the time I struggle with English, darling. And she kind of laughed.
The I have also had struggles with English. She smiles.
Oh, you're doing a lot better than I could in French, that is for sure.
I learned three languages, and let's just walk out, baby. Let's just not stay here. And she, turns slowly, gets the middle of you two, and starts walking.
Nikki will follow.
Yep.
How was New York at the moment? I remember two familiar faces in there. Actually, three now, three.
Oh, who is it that you know?
I know Justine DeConte, and I know Mr. Splain. I also know the Emily. Met them in Elysium once when I was in New York.
Ah, well, Mr. Spillane is still very much a part of the city. He is doing incredibly well for himself. In fact, the other two, unfortunately, um, decided to change the path they wanted to follow. So they are no longer part of our group.
Oh, surprise! Justine DeConte was really too conservative. I wonder what happened to them.
Mm. I don't have the details of why he made the choices he did,
Is he
but
independent?
uh, no, he met final death, as far as I'm aware.
She nods. Sadness.
Sorry, what did you say?
Sadness.
Yes. And as for Emily, I believe that she is still around.
Is she independent?
But uh, no,
Nikki cringes slightly when Emily's name is spoken.
You see, like her eyes sees your cringe for a second and immediately returns to sleep.
Emily chose to throw her lot in with our enemy.
Hmm. It's your choice. Anybody can make choices. They accept the consequences of their actions.
Oh, Selena's thinking to herself, "Don't I know it?" But she just nods. Indeed.
You guys will see there's a car, and the first guy who you guys met will enter that car as the driver's seat, and you guys will be at the second, pardon, you guys will be at the back doors, the first door of it will be only him at the door, and then the Akinaf will enter another, and you guys will go to your hotel. The When you guys enter the city, you guys will hear someone is there's a voice coming, like it's like someone is trying to do opera. The more you guys move, the voice still stands for 1 minute and two.
When Selena hears opera, makes her think of Theodore. That's always what she, um,
It's not
connects to
it,
opera in her mind.
it's not opera. It sounds like opera.
I mean, she doesn't know much about it, so I guess it all sounds pretty much the same to her.
You guys can roll intelligence, like academics.
I actually have a
Okay.
decent dice pool for that.
Selena is so intelligent and academic. Oh, yes.
You guys know the religion of Islam. There is 5 times in a day they call Muslims to a mosque.
Right. Okay. Calling to prayer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds more beautiful than Mauritius.
Selena will glance to Nikki and just say, "Isn't that a beautiful sound?"
She nods. Yes, yes, it is.
And it would be evident that Selena's just really enjoying being out of the confines of the bunker.
So is Nikki. She's kind of taken everything in.
Yeah.
You guys will arrive to your where the places that where you will stay. It's a really big hotel. It has like 18 floors. It's one of the biggest in Mauritius. Your luggages will be taken and you guys will given 2 different rooms. But the Akinat will also remind you that if you guys want to stay together, it will be fine if we can give you guys a room together.
Selena would look to Nikki and just shrug, indicating that she's fine either way. But she'd kind of nudge her playfully and go, unless you think that you have plans and I may be cramping your style.
He just grins like, no. No, of course not. She's just laughing. No, I'd be more than happy to share a room with Lady Selena. Yeah, it's no problem at all.
Okay, Lady Barnett, you will stay with Lady Selena. The, the key card will be given to you guys, and you guys will go to the elevator with one of the ghouls. The hotel room is huge. It's one of the biggest hotel rooms you guys have ever seen. Even Selena with her high resources. They There's a shower, two king size bed, specially prepared for you. There are blood in the fridge that you guys can fool yourselves for 3 weeks.
Nice.
Yes.
The There is a giant TV that can disappear inside of the wall if you guys want to. And there is this really big sauna inside of the hotel room. And there was a note at the bed, one of the beds.
Selena will, as soon as she enters, kind of kick off her shoes and just let her, feel the good quality carpet between her toes and on her bare feet. And she'll make her way over and pick up the note and kind of hold it up to Nikki, and then she'll read it.
You guys see at the note there is really nice handwriting. It says, "I apologize for not being for 2 days. I have been taken to Africa for a business, but in 2 days I will be there. I am hoping that you will enjoy my city. The Akinet will be there to answer all of your questions. If you two would like to do anything, please let her know. Juan Liberesi, GL," and there's a big sign.
Oh, Selena will kind of read the note aloud to, and then pass it to Nikki. Oh, this gentleman certainly seems to know hospitality. I look forward to meeting him.
Nikki looks the note over. Indeed. Indeed. She's kind of looking at the room in wonder. Even she grew up comfortable, but she's still never been around this kind of luxury. This is something that she's really never seen before, so she's very much in awe of it all.
The door will be knocked after 1 hour you guys enter the apartment.
Selena will raise an eyebrow to Nikki and go over, and she'll look through the peephole in the door first before she just opens it.
You will see the Akinet is standing. She says, "Is there anything I can help?"
Yeah, she'll open the door straight away. Oh, please, come in.
Behind her, you see a dinner table being carried by 5 people.
Oh.
I have prepared a dinner for us.
Well, thank you so much.
She smiles. She enters with the 5 dudes, and there's this huge table being carried by 5 retainers. These retainers will prepare the table, and there is the giant fish, like 2 meters. And she says this fish is usually stays in the borders of the Mauritius. I hope you will like them. If there's anything else you would like to have, just let me know. We have all kinds of drinks.
It looks delicious. You're spoiling us so much, we may choose to remain here and never return to New York. And she kind of laughed.
She smiles, and yeah, that is my aim actually.
Oh. And Selena kind of glances to Nikki with a look that says, "Want to stay?"
she she catches it. She gives a slight nod, like yeah.
Selena's thinking, "I could so get used to this."
Do we have to go back to New York? That's what Nikki's thinking. Like shit.
She will cut the fish for you too, and the fish is amazing. Even your vampire, if like, let me tell you, like, if a raven, you have aspects, right?
Hmm.
You want to activate aspects to taste this better,
Okay.
and it fills you
Use your heightened senses.
like it fills you with blood as well.
Wow.
You feel more and more.
When when Selena puts it in her mouth, she just kind of closes her eyes and just savors it. Just like every mouthful she has, she just she isn't even making much conversation. She's just kind of basking in how delicious this food is.
Yeah, Nikki is also eating the food. It probably doesn't taste quite as good to her as it does to Selena, but I'm sure that it's still fantastic.
You guys see that she is claps her hands and the music starts playing. There will be people who's outside of the room playing music. And she said it's live. I just didn't want them to hear. It's given by a microphone, which is near them, and we have the speakers here. Tomorrow, actually, no, why not? Why not to dine tonight? Would you like to go anywhere tonight? We can go to botanical gardens. We can go to gladiators. We can go to the um, nightlife, live music.
And Selena's eyes would light up at the words gladiators and nightlife. But look over to Nikki.
Nikki is intrigued by the gladiator thing. Nightlife, but she's just happy to be out, so she doesn't care. She's like, whatever. Yeah, sure. What I'm up for anything. That's fine.
Whichever you choose, I'm only here to serve.
You mentioned gladiators.
Yes, when Mauritius is bought by my sire, the the Coliseum has been built, Underworld Coliseum. There's gladiators who are fighting for the highest bidder. There are trainees who are living like gods among us. testing their skills every day.
Well, that certainly sounds intriguing. That's I, for one, would certainly not mind seeing that at all.
She nods. Would you like to have a champion tonight, Saloon? Lady Saloon?
Darling, I would love to.
The, I have a I have this gladiator. His name is Ananias and he is well trained. Maybe he can fight for your honor tonight.
She would grin at that. Well, that does sound delightful. I look forward to it.
She nods. And she looks at Mickey. Lady Barnett.
Um, she kind of looks confused, like,
Would you like someone to fight for your honor tonight?
she kind of looks at Selena.
Selena would nod. Oh, I think you should do it, darling. Well,
Sure. Why not?
What would you like to fight against? Animals, humans,
Um,
historical matches?
Historical.
Maybe we can try to make for historical figures and honor the history.
Hmm.
Or, you know,
I, for one, am happy to watch his wits against another human.
he nods. And she says, that is no problem at all. Um, would you like to bet for your champion?
Oh, of course, I have complete confidence that he will be the best man in the fight.
I will bring the negotiator before we leave him. You can bet however you want.
Will I get an opportunity to meet with my champion before his match?
If you would like, as I said, I'm here to serve.
Oh, I would very much like to meet with him and allow him to see who it is that this evening.
Okay? That is no problem at all.
I must say the hospitality we've been honoured with is extremely appreciated. We thank you for everything. Excuse me. You are doing for us.
No problem at all.
I think I would also like to see mine against a human. That would be very interesting.
No problem at all. He, then would you like to get ready for the gladiators, the Colosseum?
Yes, yes, certainly. Tell me, what is the for an event such as this? It's not something I have attended
You can
previously.
come. You can come naked if you want. She kind of smiles.
Nikki looks slightly mortified by that. Just She's a
Whereas
fairly
Selena's
modest.
thinking, "Don't tempt me." And zipping the dress before she's even finished the sentence. But no, I'm kidding. But she will make the most of her opportunity to wear something more revealing than she usually does in New York.
Mm-hmm.
She'll enjoy herself, show more flesh, and more provocatively than usual.
The After 1 hour, okay. How does Nikki?
Well, given the historical feel to this, she feels like this is something out of ancient Rome. She's gonna fashion a bed sheet into a toga, and that's what she's going to wear.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll crafts, but there are ancient Rome outfits.
Oh, cool. Well, then, if there are those to choose from, she will choose a
Mhm.
costume, for lack of a better term, to wear out.
The You guys will find Akinat in 1 hour in front of the hotel, and you guys will enter a car. Then the guys will go to close to the sea at the Mauritius. There's a beach, and at the beach there is this place like a coliseum, but it's more small than normal coliseum in Rome. It's like 1/4 of the normal coliseum, but it's still a coliseum, and there's places for more individuals like yourselves, like special individuals to stay. But before you go to the special places that prepared for you, the Akinet will make you guys go to the downstairs where the gladiators stay, and you guys will see these men who are like who has like 6 packs, but they're like forcing for 8. They are like really they're the god among the men. Let's just say that way. All of them kind of reminds you how this is how would be Zeus. This is how would be the Roman gods or the Greek gods. They look like sculptures, and when you move, when they move, you guys see them like they are. Oh, they're heroes, not sculptures. And the Akinet goes in front of 2 men. And yes, I still responsibilities. I feel no shame. The first man is the Onomaus, which is the person who will fight for Selena, and the second one is for Nikki, and his name is let's just say, hmm, his name is Solonius,
All right.
and these people does not look at you like you guys are higher than them. These people, these two of them looks at you like you are something they can eat. Their eyes doesn't. They deeply look into your eyes, and they're getting ready, but they then stay at attention.
No, we'll walk right up to her champion and kind of look him up and down, just taking in every bit of the manly goodness with her eyes, and we'll contact with him and just simply say, "Do you intend to win for me this evening?"
I always win.
Ah.
I haven't lost for 3 years.
Oh, a perfect answer, darling. Well, I will be giving you my full support, of course. And I do wish you yet another victory.
It will be yours.
Do make it a good match now, won't you?
I will.
Thinking, hmm, would would Alec find out if I hired this guy for more than just fighting? No, she doesn't really think that. And she'll look over at Nikki and look to her fighter. Wow, aren't they fine specimens, darling?
Nikki smiles and nods. Indeed they are.
They
Wow.
have been raised. They have been raised from their childhood.
Nikki's kind of thinking to herself, did I really just go back in time again? Like, this is exactly what it feels like that she's in ancient Rome. Like, it's crazy. Crazy stuff. But she's still like in awe of it. It's wow.
The these people looks at you like again. They would like their guys are lower than them. And Akinet says, "Would you like to go upstairs, or would you like to stay here before the matches?" They have 1 hour before the matches, or we can make it longer.
Selena would be thinking of all the ways that she could spend that hour, but she she she'll say, "Well, it's probably best if we let these lovely gentlemen. We should
They
probably
would be
head
prepared
upstairs."
even if you attack them now. There's no ready or being ready for them. They're always ready for fighting for their lives. The death is just an acceptance to them.
She'd look to her champion. Well, this evening, death is not an option.
It never is.
Good. I'm glad we understand each other. Well,
She is still looking deep in the eyes of Selena. He is.
she's thinking, damn, stop being so fucking attractive. I'm trying to be good.
What does Nikki do? The champion is still looking at her eyes.
Her champion is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well now.
The second you arrive at that place, he always looked deep into your eyes. He didn't even flinch.
He's the one, hers is the one with the long hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
She kind of reaches her hand out and strokes his hair a little bit. Good luck out there, and don't disappoint.
Who says I need luck?
Of course.
I have only just a second. Someone calls me. Be right back. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just thinking, are they going to be fighting the people?
I think so.
What, other people?
Hmm.
Okay, right.
Yeah, they won't be fighting each other. They'll be fighting other people.
Okay.
She's I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. The
It's okay.
Nikki guy kind of looks at her, looks at him, looks at her, and says, "I count no day as I live unless I have loved a woman, slave a foeman, and eaten a fine meal. And I didn't do two of them today. I eat a fine meal."
She smiles.
Well, should we adjourn upstairs and look forward to the matches? Perhaps
The,
put a little money on our champions.
how much would you like to put?
What is a usual bet in a situation like this?
Your champion has this amount of rate for him, which is if you put $1,000 to him, you will if he wins, you will earn 1,100, which is really low. But you can put more enemies to him against him.
Oh,
Like he is just right now going to fight for two people.
so if I was to place $5,000 on the match and he was to be put against 4 enemies.
The bet would be 1 to 8, and you will earn. I need to make this, but you will earn like 7,000 or close to 7,000.
Hmm. At this point, are they still down there in front of the fighters?
No, you are not. You said that you left.
Okay, right. I didn't know if we had yet though or not. Right. Yeah, that that sounds acceptable.
Okay.
$5,000 it is.
They look at the Nikki. Lady, would you like to put some bets on?
Um, well, she doesn't have as much money as Selena does. She kind of looks a little nervous. Like,
Selena will just say $5,000 for Nikki also, if
Nikki's
she can
eyes
do that.
widen.
Would you like to add more fighters against the champion of Nikki?
Um, sure. He seems very confident and capable. Let's give him a challenge.
Okay. The Akinat will take you guys towards your seats, and there's a lot of people screaming and yelling and waiting. Things are fighting, and then the champions, the steps forward. First, the champion of Selena steps forward and fights with 4 men. The first he is carrying. Firstly, he carries a huge shield with him. He's wearing a helmet and his body is open. He's not naked, but he has, like no armor at all. He fights and he fights and he fights, and in the end, he gets two scratches and kills four of them. They were unable to
Throughout the
connect his
whole,
own body.
sorry, um, throughout the whole fight, she would have been stood up in front of her seat, um, watching. Like if there's a something in front of her, she would have gone right up to it, and been kind of gripping it, watching every movement of the match, kind of cheering him on.
And the match finishes. She opens his hands and she was screaming, like, with roar, this massive roar. And then she turns his blade towards Selena. When everybody looks at Selena, they understand that this match was for her.
And she'll incline her head and kind of bow it in respect to him, and then she'll smile and blow him a kiss.
He doesn't send anything back. Just like in the gif, he looks at her like that and he starts following you, getting out. Then the Nikki's champion gets in. He fights with four men as well. Nikki's champion
Yes.
runs towards the people, and then you guys will see this man is ferocious. He starts cutting them with his blades. He is using two blades and no shield. He's so fast. In the end, it just takes a 1 minute match against his four of them, and he makes them sushi so easily.
Nikki's eyes are like saucers and her jaw has dropped. Even with stuff that's happening with her internally, she's struggling a little bit with this, watching him just cut those men to pieces. But she's also in awe of, yeah, I need to roll.
Difficulty 8. You
Oh,
pass.
I did. So, which means that she is bothered by this a lot more than she would have.
If you would like to lose humanity, it's fine.
Well, it would just take me from 7 to 6, which is kind of what I've been wanting anyway. So
You
why
lost
not?
humanity the other day as well, right?
Oh, I did. Okay, you didn't put that on my sheet.
Yeah,
So
not yet.
no,
Okay.
not okay. I don't quite want that quick of a descent yet. So I'll take the successes, and she'll struggle with it. She'll be happy that he won, but the sheer brutality of it definitely bothers her.
Like you guys haven't seen more brutal murders in your life, probably. Oh, no, actually, you guys were in the Semaphs fights, but these were also
Yeah.
brutal. And he puts his boats towards, like he roars again and turns towards the Nikki.
She kind of snaps out of her shock, and she will actually stand up and smile and kind of give him a curtsy.
You see that
And
she has this really smirk on his face to you, while he's leaving, like he smirks at Nikki.
she's just kind of thinking, that's a monster. Wow. Like, whew.
Selena will grin and and kind of look to Nikki and be like, "Well, he certainly seems to like you, darling."
He already sent word that if it's possible, We can prepare a hotel room.
Uh, Nikki is dumbfounded, like, oh no.
Selena's looking at her with
After what he
absolute
just did, I don't
encouragement.
know. With all due respect, I came here for other things. I didn't come here for that. So I appreciate him fighting on my behalf, but that's the end of our arrangement.
Well, that is your choice. Lady Whittaker, yourself?
Myself? With
I
the
can say Ananias if you want to.
oh, he appeared to have our business concluded when he won the fight. He is an incredibly impressive chap, but I'm sure he has plenty of other offers for female companionship this evening.
She shrugs.
And Selena's kicking herself. But
The
Nikki is pretty sure if Alec wasn't in the picture, she probably would have been all over that.
ah,
oh, if Alec wasn't in the picture, she'd have taken them both.
the the night is about to end, and that's why the Nikki and Selena goes back to their rooms, and they wake up the next night.
um,
After 2 hours of what they spend in their hotel room, however they spend, there will be another knock at the door.
Selena will go and answer it, expecting the set out friend.
The woman is back and she says, "Are we ready for another visit in anywhere you guys want? Or would you like to stay at this place today?"
This may seem like a strange request, but that we could swim in the sea specifically.
I would not recommend that.
Dangerous waters.
There are other supernaturals in the sea that hunt vampires if they're not careful. Here in open waters,
That would come as a complete surprise to Selena. She has no clue about such things, but she will nod. Oh, of course. Perhaps just in
The
the
only thing that Nikki would know about is Mariner gangrel, so she's probably thinking maybe some of them are really feral, so we'll just stay out of the water.
but there is um there is a pool in our town. It's in the highest floor. She smiles.
Is it at least a saltwater pool?
It is.
All
oh,
right. Well,
perfect.
that's as close as we're gonna get, Selena. Let's go.
It sounds good to me. It has been too long since I've been able to swim and enjoy the feel of water around me.
Would you like to be alone or?
Selena will raise an eyebrow. Or,
Or myself.
oh, of
You
course,
might, you
please.
might be the translator. She smiles.
Yes, of course, please join us. Even if no translation is necessary, you are,
Oh
of
yeah,
course, most welcome.
Nikki definitely agrees, and she nods enthusiastically. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, you're more than welcome to hang out with us.
You guys go to highest floor, and there's like hookah, drinks, things that which is usually eaten near the pool are prepared, along with a really warm pool that looks Mauritius from the sky. You know those pools who has like you. It's like the pool is like, how do I say? You know that there's the things in the highest floors that they put at the lines so you don't fall down.
So the water goes all the way to the edge.
Yes.
But yeah. Oh, they're beautiful.
It's one of those infinity pools, right?
Hmm.
Yes, that's what
Yeah,
they're called.
yes, I love
Yeah.
those things.
Well, Selena will be wearing a tiny bikini and will just be enjoying herself. Will just kind of relax, floating, looking up at the stars. And when she gets out the pool, she'll be enjoying the food and the drink. She's just making the most of all of it.
Yeah, Nikki's doing pretty much the same thing, like savoring everything and enjoying relaxing in the warm water and eating and drinking whatever is brought to them, like just enjoying pretending to be normal, quote normal, for a while.
The, the water around Michi gets warmer and warmer and more warmer. Pardon, colder, colder and more colder.
Right.
If
Because
she, yeah,
touch
if she
frost.
stands her hand in the water, like the close end of the water, like where you can put your hand to stay, her hand might even stick. I'm sorry.
Oh, when Nikki notices that she's making the water colder, she will get out of it.
The Akinat will ask you, like, well, where are you? She's also in the water with King.
Uh, well, I have this thing that everything I touch turns cold or freezes, and I'm making the water really cold, so I'm getting out of it.
This
I don't
is.
want to ruin it for everybody.
I don't think you were rooting for me. Lady Selena? Is she rooting for you?
Is she what? Sorry?
Is she ruining it for you?
No, no, not at all.
Please come back.
Sure. Oh, okay, and she'll get back in the water.
The Do you guys ask anything to Akinat?
Nikki will ask how long she's been there, if she's been there, her whole life, or if she moved there, whatever.
The I have been here, and I have been in the Cairo. First, I have been in Cairo, then I come here. In the middle, I actually went to New York. As I said, I was in New York, but the sabbatical I left when the Inquisitor Cardinal made a speech and tell everyone that they won. I left. Sabbat is known with killing silence.
So then we have definitely a common enemy.
Hmm.
I'm sorry that you had to leave.
I was there for a mission. The mission was the being a representative for the silence, and there's nothing to represent there's nothing to represent for I left.
Well, we're working on that. There will be there will be a place for a Sedite representative, most definitely.
Good to know. My sire told
We've
me.
had a
Please.
we've had a couple of key victories over some more powerful members of their ranks, so we're making some headway.
That is good to know. The I just heard from one of the girls that I was speaking. My sire will arrive tomorrow, not the day after.
Marvelous.
So
It
if
will
you
be
would
good
like
to meet
to,
him.
the when we wake up and we will meet him in his cruise. Um, does would you like to do something else? Nightlife, botanic gardens, anything.
Ooh, Botanic Gardens. I wouldn't mind that. She looks to Selena.
Of course, darling. If it would be delightful. Let's go there.
The, when you guys go to the botanical gardens after changing the clothing and all that jazz happens, it's a huge garden. When you all enter, she says, "I have been trying to make this for garden for a really long time." And you guys see those huge trees as well. And she says, "If there was anything that you would like, any type of, I don't know, the anything that I can give it to you from garden, please, I would give it for free."
Selena would be enjoying looking at any flowers that there were. Um, I don't know if there would be things like orchids, lilies, or roses there, but if there were anything of that sort,
Yeah, there are a lot
that's
of good roses.
yeah, that's where
Nikki's
her
looking.
attention would be.
Nikki's looking for something more exotic that would be more native to that area that she's never really seen before.
Mm, there is a flower, which I'm not gonna create a name for, but it is native for
Yeah,
the area. It's for this island.
should be intrigued by those flowers then. Should be looking at them. Should be looking at everything else too, but the seeing something that she's never seen before was one of her main reasons for coming here, because botanic gardens tend to have plant life that's native to the area, so that's what she was wanting to see. And then when they finished looking around and stuff, she would say, "Well, what do you say we go check out the nightlife, see what's happening around here?"
Selena would grin, knowing that it's not really Nikki's thing necessarily. I'd say, if you're sure, then let's go.
Of course, we're here to have fun, so let's go have fun.
You guys will go to the nightlife. The It is really different, and it's kind of better than New York because this nightlife has like in New York, it's like there's huge parties and all that jazz. But in Mauritius, it's more different. Everything is legal, and when I say everything, I mean everything. The Akinath is near you guys, and she is drinking. She talks with the locals. There's a lot of people who are just like accepting what you are. There's a lot of people who's looking at Selena. There's a lot of men who's coming to talk with Selena. And Nikki as well, because she's a Prince Tree.
Nikki will make us, conversation with people who talk to her. But keep in mind, even though she is App 3, she also has eerie presence. So
Oh, thank
for
you.
any mortals that would approach her, they would feel a bit uneasy
Yeah.
around her, but they'd probably still talk to her, but they would just feel like there's something off about her.
Yeah. You see, like, there's a lot of people trying to take photos with Selena and all that jazz, like selfies
Mhm.
and shit. But you don't know, the guys are not they're not that interested in you. You don't know why.
And honestly, that suits Nikki just fine. She wants to watch Selena have fun, have a drink, and just take everything in. So she is just fine with people leaving her alone. So she's enjoying just watching. It's totally fine.
Selena's enjoying the attention. She'd be sampling as much as she could. What from like alcohol and uppers, not anything harder than that, but like kind of party drugs and things.
The Akina has a hookah, and like she offers the hookah to you guys. Try it. It's native to the island.
Yeah, Selena, I'll give it a go.
Okay. When you take it, you will, and your perceptions are opened. You can hear colors. You can see voices.
She just like turned to Nikki with this huge beaming grin and just go, "You need to try that."
Okay, and she'll go over and she'll be like, "Fuck it, let's do this," and she will take a hit off of it.
Your perceptions will open, and you will have high perception score. You have never seen something like this before. You are like, you can hear colors. Like there's a like, you watch this shit, like you can see everything, and everything is becoming like that. Like every heartbeat is another moment. You can. It's like everything is becoming different. Everything is becoming more and more lovely, and you are sure, you are hella sure that you hear images, you hear colors, you can see voices.
I can see noises. Oh. Yeah, she's like, whoa, what is this?
Selena's loving every minute of it. She's just enjoying being completely immersed in sensation. Bon vivant, baby.
The
Right?
She smiles, and she is smoking this for a while, by the way. The It's like your perceptions are opened, but in a way that you can't get them better, but it doesn't hurt. The voices doesn't hurt you. There's a high volume music, and it doesn't hurt your ears. And she offers crackers as well.
Yeah, Selena would.
Just a second she says, before you use, these things
Oh,
are different.
oh, different in what way?
Oh, I don't want to break the surprise.
Okay, in for a penny, in for a pound. She'll take one and put it in her mouth. Anyway,
The second that you put, nothing happens. And I cannot just leave like vacancy. And she will present it to Nikki.
Nikki will also take one.
After 10 minutes, you guys are seeing dragons. There's a dragon flying on
Oh
you
my god.
guys. The guys are dancing. Can't stop yourselves. Like you guys are dancing. Nikki is dancing beautifully. Like there's like 5 guys around Selena. The 2 guys around Nikki. They don't know why they're around Nikki because Nikki is kind of weird, but they're just there anyway. Or the women or females, and even Akshanat is near you dancing.
yeah, Selena's gonna go with it, and just enjoy herself. Just let go. Just dance like there is no tomorrow.
Nikki is gonna dance too, but she's gonna attempt to go dance with that dragon she sees. That's what she wants to do. she's like, King Frostbone, is that you?
A lot of people also like taking this drug at the moment, and like you hear the King of Frostborn speaks to you and says, "It's not. I am different," and it starts flying around you guys. The and then you guys find yourself in a taxi with a camera. It's like taxi.
Wait, so 1 minute I'm dancing with the dragon, and next minute I'm in a taxi. That's
Yeah,
pretty much what happened, right?
like you just
Okay.
like you know that it's just like moments like you just like oh my god, what the wait taxi? Where is the dragon? Like
Wait,
that
wait,
moment.
wait, wait. What happened? What did I do? I can't remember anything.
Um, Selena is the same.
Yeah, she's just trying to process the last few hours,
You guys,
basically.
when you guys try to roll me willpower,
What is willpower? Willpower is 8. Oh.
okay. Selena, you don't remember shit. Yeah, actually, you have
she got
successes though. No, yeah.
Oh,
successes.
Okay.
what do I roll? What do I
Willpower,
roll?
willpower. The
Oh,
Selena,
willpower.
you kind of
Permanent or current?
permanent.
Okay.
Selena, you remember like you were like dancing and dancing and dancing, and then like loop when you were near the you guys are waiting for taxi loop. You're in taxi.
I
Nikki
get
has
one.
to. Oh, okay.
I get one success. Sorry.
You were dancing.
Mhm.
You remember you were getting out of the place and taxi.
Luna would just shake her head like, wow, that was right. And she'll turn to said out lady. You guys, you certainly know how to party.
Yeah. Wow. What was that stuff?
It's just something I prepare.
Are you a chemist?
No?
No. Herbologist?
Yes, I am.
Ah, nice.
She will drop you guys at the hotel, and I will leave you guys to roleplay inside the hotel room.
As soon as they get into the room, Selena will just kind of throw herself back onto the bed, which is no doubt infinitely more comfortable than the one she's grown used to in the bunker. And we just kind of turn to look at Nikki and go, now that is what I call a good night out.
That I should get out more often. You and I should hang out outside of the bunker when it's a bit safer in New York when we get back.
We definitely should. I would like that a lot.
She smiles.
Of course, that's if we go back. And she'll grin at her.
True. If it's real tempting to just say, hey, can we stay with you guys? But we do have a responsibility to our city, and plus, there's Alec. She kind of gives her a look.
Yes. Oh, God.
Well, alrighty then. Nikki will get up and go answer the door.
Is there anything we could do? Yeah, cannot send us.
Selena's like, facepalm, stop tempting me. um, she'll sit up on the bed and yeah, just she's not quite sure what to say. She's trying to be good. She'll just look to Nikki to take the lead.
Nikki, she's like, we really appreciate your persistence, but we can't. But we really appreciate it.
Why?
Why? Well,
We are already taken,
I don't see anybody inside.
unfortunately.
well, they're not here with us, but we have people at home. Besides, you'd probably find me a bit colder than you would be comfortable with.
That is up to me to decide. The guy says, your champion says.
Oh my god.
And the Crixus, the Onomaus says, I don't see anybody here. Why they let you in a place where you two can be grabbed by lions. And when he says lions, he talks about himself. I don't call a man who doesn't protect his woman.
Oh, I assure you, darling, he's awfully protective. However, he is currently busy the city of New York.
Well, you can come here and fight with me. For you, he kind of smiles.
He said what, sorry?
He can come here and fight with me for you. I do try to do something. If he has a problem, he can come here.
Well,
But he will not be persistent. Yeah. See you later, ladies.
Have a
Thank
pleasant
you.
evening, gentlemen.
Good night.
And you guys close the door.
She shuts the door and she locks it.
No, it's kind of
They are quite persistent, aren't they?
wow. I think this is the first time in my life that I have ever held out against temptation. It is a new experience.
She'll put her arm around Selena's shoulder. I'm proud of you.
Hmm.
I can tell that he means a lot to you, and I'm proud of you. And glad, because I like you, and I'd hate to have to kick your ass.
Selena laughs and nods good-naturedly at that. I have no intention of to your brother, my fiance, perhaps. And she would just kind of leave that hanging to see, but because she's not supposed to be telling anyone the secret, but you know, they're bonding on holiday and all that.
She smiles. She nods. I approve.
Well, thank you, darling. But when we return to the bunker, I will ask you not to tell anyone, as I'm sure you can appreciate with the way that I'm looked at there. It would not do Alec any favors if the depth of our relationship were to be known.
I know. I understand. I do. And believe me, you have my word. I won't say anything. But that doesn't mean that we can't sneak off and talk about it.
That would be very much appreciated. But if only he knew what I had just passed up because of him. And she'll say it just jokingly, you know. Although I agree that if Alec were to have fought him, he would have won.
Oh yeah, for that I have no doubts. I was afraid I was gonna have to bow up to those guys. She gives a bit of a wicked smile at that, like, I'm not very good with intimacy to begin with, and just having that with a stranger is really not something I'm interested in. And even though things didn't work out between me and Arthur, I'm just not ready for anything else.
That is fair enough. I think when these things are real, they take some time in getting over.
Her smile fades a little bit and she nods. Yeah.
But the war we are all dealing with at home, it changes people. There is nothing to say that you and he may not rekindle things once it is all said and done.
I think it depends on who takes control of the city.
Yes.
I'm hoping for Theodore. That's what I hope for.
Likewise.
Is there any common sense here?
Mm-hmm. Sorry?
It might be a bad idea to talk about Prince Theodore or Prince Mario here. They already said there are speakers here.
Oh, we're not in a secure hotel room?
Secure hotel room as far as you know.
Because, yeah, we weren't ever warned that we couldn't speak freely in our rooms, so...
Oh, no, no, no. They misunderstand. It's not about the masquerade. It's because they might listen to you too.
So we're not allowed to talk about
Oh, no, no, no.
home?
You're,
Like,
you're,
I'm
you're,
confused.
you're free to talk about anything you want, but like, um, the common sense to Selena will tell that as she has been told by the regent, anything you give can be a weakness, and Prince Theodore and Prince Maria's situation can be used as a weakness by the Senates. That's all I'm warning. Just that's all.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, but I don't... Unless someone's listening in on us, nobody's going to know what we're talking about. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So,
There is always the possibility that I guess they could be, because the music was coming through earlier, could be two-way, I guess,
I suppose. Uh, anyway,
So yeah,
um,
they'll they'll kind of leave it there with political stuff just in case.
yeah.
Although if the Setites are listening in, they're going to be going, "Who is this Alec guy? He sounds well impressive. He could beat a gladiator." But yeah, Selena will just look to Nikki and say, "I'm looking forward to meeting the man of the hour tomorrow." With all of this at his disposal, he promises to be quite an impressive gentleman, I'm sure.
Yes, I am looking forward to meeting him and talking with him, and hopefully we can get his support.
Yes, hopefully. She said something about a cruise ship.
Cruise ship? Never
It's
been on one of those before. There's a lot of things I've never done before that I've been doing here, so why not?
I have been on them a couple of times. The Selena's face would kind of get sad. The most recent time with Tobias, actually.
Sorry.
Oh, these things happen. That is the nature of war.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty
But
sure that Tobias wasn't the one you knew.
no, I don't have much of an understanding about how these things work, but no, from what I'm led to believe, it was no longer the man I knew.
No.
But
It wasn't.
I'm sure tomorrow will no doubt bring back some memories for me nonetheless.
I'm sure it will. I hope we have a successful meeting. I'll probably let you do most of the talking.
Oh, well, require both of us to to adequately present our case, and
Of course.
deemed will.
Well, I mean, I've seen things you haven't, you've seen things I haven't, so we both have things to bring to the table. But as far as being eloquent with words, I'm pretty sure you're better at it than I am, so.
I'm not so sure about that, but we will see how it goes.
Yes.
The next day, you guys will wake up and you guys will see a big cruise ship from the window.
Ooh. Oh, it stands to mention that Nikki wakes earlier than Selena because she does have the early riser merit. So no
Yeah.
matter what her humanity is, she wakes at 6.
Selena's lazy as all hell. she takes quite a bit of waking in the evenings.
You guys will be get by Akinef to a small ship to go inside of this grand ship where you guys will be welcomed by Gianni. He is laying on one of the couches and he wakes up. He gets up and he has this really smug smile on his face. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's a pleasure to see you, Miss Lady Whitaker and Lady Barnett.
Nikki
The pleasure is
smiles.
all ours, darling.
The man is a Paris 4. He is wearing really, really expensive shoes, it's obvious. And he was laying at the couch with his suit and he gets something like, "Do you tell me, what do you want to drink? Do you, any alcohol, anything? Akinat told me that you have already taken the something that allows you to, think more easily." He kind of smiles. Would you like some of that?
Um, yes, absolutely. And champagne, if you happen to have it. That has always been a particular favorite of mine.
Champagne it
If it
is.
is, no trouble, of course.
It's no trouble at all. The Lady Barnett?
Please, I will have some as well.
How was my child that was treating you for the last 2 days?
Oh, she's wonderful.
Fantastically.
That is good to know. I taught her well then.
Yes.
Your hospitality has been most appreciated. We thank you gratefully.
No problem at all. I live to impress.
Well, you have certainly done that. Your island here is well, nothing short of paradise, if you don't mind me saying.
There are a lot of things that makes this island really nice, but what did you like the most? Ladies.
Well, it has all been so luxurious and decadent. To select a single thing, but the arena was thrilling. The hotel has been beyond our wildest dreams. And, well, the nightlife and gardens are simply splendid.
That is good to know.
Yes, this an amazing place here. I've never experienced anything like it. I've had an amazing time.
Happy to hear it. You guys see that our servants who arrives to, provide air conditioner by just, yelling a big feather, swinging a big feather. The the man says, "So, would you like to go around at my cruise or something else?"
Oh, that would be very nice. Thank you.
Okay, let's walk then. He will walk in the front, and while you guys move, the Akinet is behind you. The the cruise is like normal, just a cruise, what you expect from a cruise, except one thing. There's a room for trophies. And he says, before entering the room, would you like to enter the room of trophies?
Very much so.
Okay. I will show you the recent of my hunts then. You guys enter the room, and there's a dead werewolf inside of a cage.
Whoa.
Selena would approach the cage with curiosity evident on her face. Would she even know what this is?
No,
She's had no. Yeah, I didn't think so. She would just be kind of fascinated by it.
one hand of the werewolf is smaller. It likes it has a problem.
So
All Nikki would know is that it resembles some sort of wolf. So, and as a quote gangrel,
Mhm.
this she'd be bothered by it.
What is bothering you, Lady Barnett?
Sorry, kind of have a love for animals, and I
This
am a
beast is not an animal. He kind of cuts you off.
what
oh,
what
what
is
is it?
it?
This is a lupine I hunted myself.
Oh, I've only heard rumors about them. I've never actually seen one.
Neither have I.
It was bugging. My investments in Somalia, it had to end. Oh,
Her
let's go on,
demeanor
please.
her demeanor then changes, learning that it's not an actual natural animal.
Mhm.
So
Let's go to the upper side, please. There's a lot of things to talk about, I heard.
of course. She then looks back to the cage now a bit more fascinated, but then she turns around to follow.
Yeah. Selena drags her gaze away from this thing in the cage and moves to follow him.
There's a dinner table is ready, and he sits. My drink is for your both's beauty. And he drinks, takes the whole cup and they put it again. So how can I help these two beautiful ladies? Among the most beautiful ladies I have ever seen.
Selena smiles at him. Well, as I'm sure you are no doubt aware, we have come seeking your aid in the regarding the retaking of New York.
My child has told me that the New York has been captured by Sabbatians.
Yes,
Yes, it has.
unfortunately, I was there when our prince was killed.
Ah, Galante was his name.
Yes, sir.
Please don't call me sir. Come on. You're making me feel old.
She kind
I
of
hope I'm not.
I will not. Yes, he fought with me and two others. We managed to take out quite a few of them, but one was really powerful. I later heard that it was called the Inquisitor. He's the one that took him out, unfortunately.
Sadness. It is really sad to hear.
And it was after that we retreated to the bunker underground where the Nosferatu have their warrens. It's what probably the safest place for us right now, the city being overrun by Sabbat. But we've had very successful scouting missions and been successful at taking out some of their more higher influential members. We killed the Templar. We killed Tobias Budge, who wasn't actually Tobias Budge. He was masquerading as him.
He's nodding.
We've taken care of a couple of traitors that were more influential in the Camarilla that defected. We still have some more to go after, but we're making some headway. But any help would be appreciated if you would be willing to give it. Our city is certainly not. It's not lost. There's still hope.
I hope so.
I think what my dear friend is saying is that we are taking the fight to them, and we are doing very well at
Yes.
that. However, it is in both our groups' interests to make sure that this Sabbat menace is taken care of once and for all. Bree, a Camarilla-run city, with the order that comes along with it, could only benefit us both. Neither of our groups can thrive in a Sabbat-run city.
You it's
And of course, if you were to, in ridding New York of our enemy, our common enemy, then I'm sure that the new prince would be inclined to be generous in any negotiations that were to take place
which prince?
regarding.
Kind of smiles when he says which prince.
Nikki nods in agreement to that.
We, as yet, do not know for certain who is to take the throne, but whoever that may be, as I say, they would no doubt look favorably upon being generous to anyone who aided the cause.
He smirks. So what do we get offered for our help? It's not like we're gonna help for free, right? He kind of smiles.
No, of course not.
Of course not.
He has this huge grin, and he is like eyeing you both, like he is more charismatic than those gladiators. His eyes are like more dashing. While those gladiators are really serious, this guy can be serious and um, more. Um, I don't know how do I say this, but the tempt. He is more, he's more of a tempter.
Selena just gives him a kind of, what would you expect from such an alliance?
Hmm. A proper domain, of course. Like why I should even arrive to the city if I don't have any domain, right?
I'm sure that is something that could be discussed.
Well, certainties is something that I'm looking for. It's not just promises. I would like to hear what you do offer to our cause. Common cause, as you say. Common cause to kill our enemies.
Well, as I'm sure you're already well aware, the city of New York, when under Camarilla rule, a great deal to offer any whom shelter within her.
Like?
So many things. A generous feeding ground, a, a a million various businesses that can be taken, can be seized. So much that could benefit anyone who was living within the city.
Hmm. I am listening. But hmm, what kind of offers and the influence that you would offer?
Perhaps something along the lines of an exclusive line to the blood trade, something like that.
You you stated that via the you will give us a domain.
That would be my, if it were me, I would offer you a portion, yes, as domain for yourselves to live as you see fit. But outside of it, of course, Camarilla law applies. But inside your parts, your laws apply.
Roll me camera roll before you say that. Intelligence camera roll.
2 successes.
That might be a bad offer before you say that. The
Why?
reason is that the if you have a city as a prince,
Uh-huh.
you should be able to order anything, everything. Your word should be law. So like telling them
Okay, well,
you will be responsible from them kind of like makes it a little weird.
I know of several cities that operate that way, that there are independent clans that have
Mm.
domain in the city, that their laws apply inside their domain, but outside of it, they
Alright.
have to obey Camarilla law.
The okay.
I mean,
Mhm.
but if that's not something that he would go for, then Nikki would say, just leave it at domain within the city if we can get it approved.
Also, like your kindred lore is three as far as I know, right?
Um, my kindred lore, I think, is still just 2. I haven't been able to buy it up to 3 yet.
Oh, okay. The the guy kind of looks and says, "I do not wish to break any traditions. kind of
Of course
smiles
not.
and says that, like, it is okay for us to stay in a way where we will be able to follow the traditions, yes. But the blood trade was really interesting. So, Lady Selena and Lady Barnet, you would say that they would, as Lady Barnet, is a big domain, and the blood trade, as the anyone can do a blood trade. Maybe we can say that the only the Setites will be allowed to do the blood trade in this city. Would it be acceptable?
If that
Nikki looks at Selena.
was to be the offer, could your aid to the city be guaranteed?
What kind of aid you're
Well,
looking for?
anything that you can do to
You can.
we one of the main problems that we have encountered so far is that very highly. So additional people.
I can send a squadron of gladiators. When I say gladiators, not the ones that you saw, the ones who are the kindred, my warriors, the ones who protect me, my bodyguards,
That would be a great help.
the ones who
Um,
raised the ones that you saw.
Out of character, real quick.
Mhm.
With Nikki has Sabat lore too, so
Mhm.
would she know about the Priscus?
Which Priscus?
Um, the one that
You know that there is a Priscus called Sasha
uh,
Lapa.
right. Yeah, would she so she would know that? Yes.
Yes, it was in
Okay.
the main page.
Okay, cool. Um, then she would say to him, I'm not sure if this name might mean anything to you, but we have Sasha Vikos in the city.
I heard this name before.
From what I understand, she's pretty powerful. I think if the best thing to do to get rid of their influence in the city would be to get rid of her.
She not. They might offer warriors, as I have said. The warriors are. These warriors will be Setite warriors, and they will be pretty powerful.
She nods.
Oh, if you would excuse me for just a moment, I could make a quick phone call and
Please,
ensure that.
please.
Oh,
Leave me the beautiful Lady Garnet. I would like to have more attention at her. My eyes have never been seen more beauty for a long while.
well, I
Nikki
shall
smiles at that, but she's not quite sure how to take it either. Like, okay.
I shall return as quickly as I can. Excuse me. And she will go and call the regent.
Regent will open the phone.
Elder Carice.
Yes.
After speaking with our host, it seems that he can offer us number of very skilled warriors of his own. It would be no doubt a great asset to us to have such warriors at our disposal. In exchange for this, he wishes to be granted domain for his clan and a dominant share in the blood trade once things are established.
He
Well,
wants to share in blood trade?
well, no, he wishes that the blood trade is exclusively the domain of his clan.
Ah. Try to get something else from don't give the whole blood trade to them. They try to make sure, because if you can't sell blood, you're fucked. They try to get something else. Also, make sure you name the size of the domain.
And how big would that be exactly?
I don't know how big he would ask for. I got no idea.
He will ask for as much as he can get.
I mean, he's not going to get as much as he can get. Decide, ask, talk, come back to me. Maybe we can do your wedding in there. Have fun, Selena.
Oh.
Think.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, Selena will take a moment to recover her wits about her after that little surprise. And then will, when she's gathered herself sufficiently, will return to the others.
Lady Barnett. The while Selena is gone, guys, like literally, like really, he is like asking tons of questions to the Nikki.
All right. What is he
Yeah.
asking?
He's like your eyes color. It's really different.
Oh, thank you. I've heard that a lot. Growing up, I've always had these off. My eyes are blue, but they're just a unique color of blue, and I'm not sure where that comes from. Neither of my parents had this color.
It's like
So maybe somewhere in my family line. I don't know, but
it's like when I look in your eyes, I find myself like I'm looking deep in the sea.
she smiles. She'll take the flattery.
I apologize, OC. Like,
No, this is great.
okay.
This is great. Keep going.
And he's like, I hope you enjoyed my city. I have a lot of
I have
things.
I have very much enjoyed your city, and as a matter of fact, some of the stuff that you have here, I think could be beneficial to us in New York. You know, perhaps part of we could come up with some sort of business deal for you to build a successful resort of some sort that replicates this one. I mean,
Hmm. That is cool. That is really cool. I like that one. But if you like my city, and you can stay here for a long while. I'm always looking for a queen to lead this city with myself.
God damn it, Amachan. Nikki is very taken aback by this. Well, that is an extremely generous offer.
I'm near your
But
beauty.
now,
It's not.
oh my god. Thank you, but right now I really need to see this through in New York. New York's my home. I've been there my entire life. I can't turn my back on it now. Perhaps down the line I could join you here.
A date in New York then.
Sure. A date in New York.
He smiles.
She smiles too, and she's thinking, what did I just do? He is handsome though. She's got to give him that.
At that time, when he says date, Selena comes in.
Hearing the word date as she enters the room again, she just give Nikki a slight raised eyebrow look, like, oh, I see things have been progressing nicely while I was away getting bitched at by the the regent.
So Nikki has this smile on her face that is a mixture of beaming and uncertainty. Like she's not exactly sure what the hell she just got herself into, but she'll go with it.
And she will come in and retake her seat.
How was your phone call, Lady Selena?
Um, it was fine. Regarding a domain, exactly how much of an area would you require for such assistance?
Of course, small part of a bureau would be fine. The maybe the Brighton Beach. I heard is a place where we can conduct our business, as we conduct, a lot of different type of businesses where we need summer sales. As you can see, my hotels are different, so I need a port and a beach.
Is that
It's in Brooklyn.
is that okay? So what he's asking for isn't kind of
It's a small part of Brooklyn.
ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous at all. He's actually asking for a really small place.
It's feasible, and it's probably based off of Nikki's idea of building the resort.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nikki
it's
smiles at that, and she's like, "That actually works really well with what I suggested." Huh.
my beautiful lady Nikki here always suggests the best ideas.
Nikki is always filled with the best of ideas. It is one of the reasons, excuse me, one of the reasons I think so highly of her.
I also do.
Selena would kind of smile, looking from one of them to the other.
Nikki
And
looks uncertain, but hopeful. Like she's just really like, I don't know.
um, sure would agreeable to all. Um, regarding the blood trade, however, exclusive rights to such an important business may be a little too much. Would you negotiate perhaps having a majority share in such a thing?
50%, which means him and another clan. Like only one clan outside of him. Outside of his clan.
Okay. So by Selena's thinking, the regent would probably have that as Clan Tremere. So
Hmm.
that would still be ensuring the Camarellas um, say in the blood trade.
As you guys
Guy
are
sweet.
as much as you guys are known, with the blood trade is clan Tremere as well because they have rituals to keep the blood safe.
Yeah. So as
The
long as he's willing to share it with Clan Tremere, the regent will go for it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
No. Nikki nods at Selena, like she finds this agreeable. So
yeah, Selena would nod back. Yes, I think that is a very reasonable um, reasonable request.
Then
I
my
see no reason why that could not be agreed to.
then deal. Kind of smiles. My squadron will arrive at Boston. With me, I will stay at Boston, and then my squadron will arrive at New York.
Marvelous. I'm so glad that we could come to a deal that is agreeable to all. And she'll put out a hand to shake on it.
He shakes her hand and then he offers his hand to Nikki.
Nikki
While
will gladly shake his hand. Yes.
he is looking deep in Nikki's eyes, there's like this, there's this thing is like I captured you. One more,
Ah, damn.
one more offer. I know that the city is going to have a lot of problems. I know that we Setites are not trusted, and I want to break that curse. I would like to have you or Lady Nikki as our representative in the court of Camarilla if you're not taken to the court. So if you have a problem, we will call you and ask you. I want it to be a personal favor, of course, because I have a lot of plans for New York.
That is something that I'm sure either of us would be delighted to do for you.
Well, maybe we can talk about this after the battle.
Maybe we
All
can
right?
talk about what?
Maybe we can talk about this after the battle.
Oh,
Well, it's getting late.
Indeed. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
He's gonna look at Nikki. Is she lying, or is she just being, is she
No,
just being
she's actually intrigued to see what is going to happen with this guy. She genuinely was happy to meet him, and she does look forward to seeing him, though she's a bit unsure of what might happen when she sees him again. She's curious about it. No, she's not lying.
When I have take my education, my sire told me that I would never ever destroy something of beauty, and I should always try to create a beautiful moment.
She
And
smiles.
that is exactly what I'm trying to do. But the Lady Selena, will you spend your night at the hotel? So does you, Lady Barnett.
of course, darling.
I offer you two to stay here tonight with me. There's a lot of things to maybe talk about and have fun about. Tomorrow I will leave you to the airport myself if you wish to go. If you don't want to go, of course, you can stay here more. Have fun learning about each other more.
Nikki looks at Selena.
And the guy looks at Nikki.
Selena just smiles to Nikki. I'm sure you will have a wonderful evening. And she kind of leans forward to kiss her, like farewell on both cheeks, and just whispers, enjoy yourself.
She feels conflicted, but she will go ahead and stay and get to know him a little bit better, I think.
Okay. Lady Selena,
Selena will thank him for all his hospitality, and
you could have
I'll
stayed.
tell him how beautiful his island was.
You could have stayed as well, Lady Selena, if you wanted.
I'm sorry, I thought he was asking Selena to bugger off basically and not
Oh,
coplong
no,
him.
No,
He's
he
asking
was
for
offering both of us.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got that all wrong.
But he was kind of more hopeful to stay alone.
Yes,
But you could stay
that's
too.
the impression I got. No, Selena will thank him for his generous offer, but we'll say you and Miss Barnett have a great deal more to talk about, and she'll give him a look, like, kind of one player to another, like, I see your game and it's all good, and she will bid him a fond farewell and say that she hopes to speak with him again soon, and we'll bid them both good evening.
When Selena leaves with Akinaf, the man turns to Nikki and says, "So, what does my queen would like to do? Tonight, my city is hers."
Well, how about you give me a tour of this wonderful ship that you have here? I'd like to see more of it.
He nods. And would you like to end the scene there, guys?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. That will be the moment we end our scene. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.